Alright, welcome back everybody to another game of chess. I know it has been a good long while since I've posted. Hopefully I'll be able to close out the year strong and kind of get closer to my goal here. So we're going to start a game. Alright, and it looks like we get to play as white. Lucky us. So we're e4 players, as we normally are. And let's see what our opponent's got. Okay, e4, e5. We're going to do knight out. The opening I've been trying to learn a little bit more is the Scotch Gambit, and I'm gonna go ahead and go for it. Let's see what happens. Alright. Alright. There. So we got the Scotch Gambit on the board. Some of the responses that I think we normally see is bishop out here with a check, bishop here. I think knight out is another idea. But what we see a whole lot is this pawn push and this pawn push. I feel like we actually overwhelmingly see those responses. Okay, now we got a little bit more mainline approach. Haxo Gambit. So one of the continuations that I normally see is moving this up, threatening this pawn, and if they take, then I castle. If they take again, then move the bishop. And that's kind of what I'm going to be going for here. Don't know. I think the primary response I see is taking it. Yeah. And then my primary response is to castle, because if they take here, okay. So yeah, ideas. I think this is an idea. Okay, hang on. Now we got to start calculating, because this is where the whole gambit idea gets tricky. So, I could sack here, then here, then here, then I can take like that, so that's an idea. I could go ahead and move like this. They would move most likely like that. And then, I don't know, I would develop like this. Is that the way that it goes? See, this is, yeah, where it gets a little tricky. Tricky. Okay, so if here, then here, then here. Yeah, you can't block. You're gonna have to. If they move here or here, then obviously I take with check. If they move out into the open, I feel like they're asking for trouble, and then I would just go ahead and take like this too, perhaps. Oh no, I should take. I mean, I'll have to take this regardless. And always, if they do this, then I got this. So. We're playing a gambit. I want to be aggressive. That's my idea, but I keep on making tons of mistakes sometimes. Tons of mistakes. That makes life incredibly difficult. But so far, so good. Then yeah, we take. And if they don't do anything, we'll take back here. And then we'll be all good. Yeah, so here is what I'm thinking. Or, yeah, like this, I'll just take, and then I am threatening this. Ooh, I could go like this, and then still develop like that. That's what I'm thinking of. Let's see, okay, so I know, okay, they can't really block here, they can't really block with anything. If I'm like this, they have here, here, or here, all of which I wouldn't say make life particularly hard. They, I don't think, can get me, so I'm gonna go for it. Our opponent is only an 11 something. I'm like 200 points rated higher than them. You can't see it. Hang on. Can I move my... If I lose this, I'm going to lose 24 rating points. If I win, I get 9. Oh, it sounds like my cats are being weird. Okay, so this was my plan. Hang on, I'll be right back. Sorry about that. Cat's being weird. Okay, so have I trapped myself? I don't think so. If I were to go here, I'm still in a decent position, I think. Right? Is that right? I mean, I feel like I might be tempting fate with how close I'm trying to get my queen. They could go here. I feel like, I don't know, I feel like I should be more worried about my queen situation here. Yeah, if I were to move here, then I mean I could just take. I don't see. Oh, and if they were to move this knight, if I were here, I'm kind of putting pressure like this. But what's my goal? Do I have a goal? I mean, if I were to move here, that's not really a pin. Then here, here, and here. I should want to push like this. This is what I feel like I should be doing. So getting my knight out. So maybe like here, and then here is my plan, because you can't really take because of this. But with my knight here, I don't know if I really have any other plan, to be honest. But yeah, part of me is worried about stuff. Hopefully I'm not being dumb. So if they move their knights, then this is a pin. Their king can't castle. This is a little they got a lot of view here, but okay, now I have a target, which is this. So if I were to move here, you can't take because of this. And now that I'm threatening this, you would have to move. But I mean, here. Okay, so this is a target for you, I believe. So yeah, that would make sense. So here. Then what? What is my plan? Do I have a plan? Part of me is like here, make this a pin. Here, no, not really. That's not really an idea. Man, it's so hard to come up with ideas sometimes. See, I'm like this. I gotta get my bishop developed somehow as well. Maybe this is better, because it's still the same pin. I'm putting more pressure here. Maybe that's better. Maybe let's do that. And then, if bishop here, and we'll just move our rook, right? Right? Is that what we'll do? I think so. I think that's what we'll do. So you can't take, because of this. And you would have to move here or here. I could theoretically just take back. I'd be up. An exchange? Yeah, I'd beat up an exchange, and then I could take a pawn back eventually at the end of that. Okay, so going to like fundamentals, I was really focusing on getting, I was not doing great with how many times I've been moving my queen. I got these bad boys developed early, traded off my bishop in a weird sack play. Yeah, let's go ahead and take. And that's the whole point. And so yeah, either this or this. Okay, okay. Yeah, I might come back and do this again. And yeah, I want to do something like this, but yeah, I don't know. I want to go. Yeah, I want to do this again. I feel like that's it. And then maybe I'll push this pawn. Sure, should I push this pawn now? No, maybe, yeah, maybe let's do this first. Let's see if we can get the king just back on the back rank here. Interesting. So yeah, like here. I mean, if I were to go here, actually, yeah, so if I were to go here, I'm threatening this. Threatening to go here. Okay, if I go here, but then if you were to bring boy out, I don't know, I could like threaten and go turn around, threaten like that, and then I can start trying to push these pawns like that. Let's see how that works. Let's see how that works. So yeah, I'm thinking of going here, putting pressure here, putting pressure here. If they move their queen like this, to dissuade me from going here. Sorry about that. Okay, that's interesting. But yeah, I want to do this now. This is my game plan, right? Right? They can still do this, but would they? Should they? Okay, now this is open. That's an idea. Let's do this. Right? And if they block with anything, then I can just push here, so they're gonna have to move here or here. In which case, should I push the pawn in the center? I think so, because it would force some trades. Bang, 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 and then rooks. Rooks. They don't have a dark squared bishop anymore, so this isn't as devastating. So yeah, this is what I am doing. I can escape this way if I have to, and then I can reroute my queen to hit with checks, oops, if I need to. On this diagonal, if I reroute to any one of these. Okay, here we go. Ooh. Oh, this is actually much more devastating than I had originally thought. Okay, I think the tide is definitively now more on our side. Whew, it's kind of nice to feel that way, especially when earlier when you don't have great ideas. So yeah, first 5 moves. Okay. Interesting. Okay, so I have this. Yeah, I'm thinking that's what I'm going to do. Yeah, because then they're gonna have to move here, and then I'll take. It's protected, and it's a fork. Yeah, we're rolling. I think we're rolling. If they block, I'll just take, and they'll have to react in some way. I'll take, or take this way, maybe with the rook, just to have a little bit more pressure around this area. My queen will be a little shielded from threats from the rook. But yeah, I think we're rolling. So yeah, let's do that. And yeah, actually, if they take this way, is there anything better? I think I should still take like this. Okay, so if they take here, I should maybe take like this. The knight needs to move. Okay, so they could go, and I don't think they don't have great options at the moment. And rook is pinned at the moment as well. I could try to launch this pawn, but I don't know if I'd get there in time. Okay. So yeah, I was thinking of pushing like this, but again, I don't know if we'll get there in time. Getting this rook, or not, knight involved is an idea. I could also just get this rook involved, putting pressure here. They have to get off this diagonal. I can hit them with checks here. They would have to move either here or here. They can't block because I'm also like that. Yeah, I think that's it. Right, I'm not losing my mind. This wouldn't work if they move here. If they move there, and I take, and take, and then move here. Okay, so I think it's fine. They have to move here or here. If they move here, I can take this with a check. If they move here, I think I might as well still take this piece. They have this as a check, but I think I could just move over and that's it. Yeah, so here I come. This is checkmate if they don't do anything about it. And otherwise it's a queen trade and I'm up 6 points of material, so this is gonna be over soon, I think. This rook is still protecting this pawn. This pawn's pretty far advanced. I can try to get this knight into the game too if I want to, if I lose firepower. Which, I mean, I still got my heavy pieces all pointing at this general area. And yeah, so they have this as a check, but I'll just move over and that's that. Or they could move their queen here, neutralizing this. If that's the case, if here and here. Okay, yeah, so they go for it. I'm thinking, yeah, and then maybe here. And then, no, maybe okay, so. How should I play this? Part of me actually thinks I should get my knight more into this game this way. So here, because they can do this, which is kind of annoying. Yeah, I wonder from a technique perspective if there was a better way to do this. I kind of like having this rook really putting the clamps down. Let's just get our knight a little bit closer. Let's just get our knight a little bit closer. Another defender here. I could do stuff like this, but maybe I'll rook lift. And that'll help us end this quicker, because yeah, I'm having a hard time seeing the right configuration to get this all locked up. And yeah, so I mean, putting some material here, that's fine. Let's do this. Okay, what am I doing? What am I doing? Is there anything that I am doing? Maybe here and here, and then here and here. Maybe that's it. If they take here, I don't know. Maybe I can I still do this? Does this work? And then here. And then maybe here. Oh, man. See, I wasn't paying attention. Dang it. Ooh, devastating. That's actually quite devastating. Okay, we can just take back. We're still doing fine. Okay. Yeah, just not paying attention. It's always my fatal flaw. It's not paying attention. Okay, so we'll kick this out. I'd move here. Okay, hang on. I move. Okay, so there. So this is bad. Right? Yeah, that's bad. This is not great. This is not. That's fine. Here. I don't really see a fork or anything I can really be super tricky about. And yeah, I could still gobble up some pieces that way if I want. Yeah, let's just move back. We were trying to be a little fancy, and yeah, not paying attention to our opponent's threat. I just didn't realize that they had a fork on us there. Oh no, it wasn't a fork. It was just. Oh yeah, it was. Hang on. Okay, hang on. I wanted to keep going back. Ah, they keep on. Wait. Did they move? Okay, yeah, they did. Okay. So, what do I want to do? I can still move here. And here. At this point, yeah, if I can trade off the rook, I think that would be my best course of action, but easier said than done to make that happen. Oh, and time is going here, here. Oh no, here maybe something like that. But yeah, okay. If I were to go here, and they went here. I went here, and they went here. I can go here. They could go here. I can go here. If they went here, I would just go here. Okay, I think that's fine. All their pawns are on islands, which is fine. So yeah, they started playing a little bit faster after my blunder, which happens. When you blunder, your opponent starts feeling good. Yeah, if they moved here and let me get in there, or even here. No, I don't think I can get there. I don't know why I pointed at that. Okay, will you give me some time so I can look back at my mistake? So yeah, I moved up, and then yeah, they hit me with a fork. I did have this check, but then yeah, I was thinking I could have this checkmate, but just didn't see this that they could take my rook. It took me by surprise. So that's always something I need to get better at, is not being taken by surprise. I didn't really see this as an idea, and yeah, I'm just defending my pawn by pushing it in front of this pawn. Yeah, interesting. So yeah, here, and then here would be, I think it's checkmate if they, yeah, because they can't go here or here. If I go here, I think that's checkmate. Okay, so yeah, we're fine. Good game to our opponent. Okay, so already I'm like, okay, how can I improve a little bit? Because we made a pretty colossal miscalculation, and our opponent really wasn't able to capitalize. It wasn't that huge, just because I was also able to get the knight back, and I was already up a decent amount of material. So at the end of it all, I was still up, and they had a ruined pawn structure, etc. We got up to almost 40 moves, which, yeah. Let's take a real quick look back, but I think that's checkmate. There you go. Good game to our opponent. But yeah, I just don't think that they saw, and they want a rematch, but this is already a 30-minute video. I'm sorry, but good game to you. Maybe another time. But let's review, and it's... Oh, I can hear the cats again. Be right back. Do you see me run pass here? Probably. Cats are crazy. So yeah, I played 77%, scored 77. Hang on, can I? This thing is always so annoying, where I can't actually, I try to crop, like, the ads out, but then when I go into my, oh, no, this is the analyst view, my analysis view. Like, I don't know, OBS is weird. So 77, our opponent did 67. Ooh, we had a brilliant move, that's cool. Great. Some misses. Let me get this out of the way. Oop, wrong one. Can I? Nice. Nope, I'm still video capture device. This one? Okay. 15, 50, that would be nice. Played considerably better, at least according to the engine. And yeah, you can just kind of see that we were in the driver's seat the whole time. I wonder if this bishop sacrifice might have been a brilliant. But let's go ahead and start. Actually, yeah, I know we had our mistake, but it still looks like we were just in control the whole time. E4, E5, knight F3, F3? Yeah, F3, knight C6, D4, he takes D4, bishop C4, and then they opted for C5, bishop C5. We offer up another pawn. So how many book moves did we get? Can I go back? Can you let me see how many book moves? Oh yeah, it's five book moves. Blah blah blah. And then they take, which seems to be ill-advised. Oh, and castling is ill-advised. That's interesting. Your best move was to sacrifice a bishop for a nice tactic. Oh, what was that? Okay, so I was already supposed to do it. Instead of castling. That's interesting. I feel like I have seen a lot of just go ahead and castle before doing stuff. But yeah. Anyway, they let us do it, and we go for it, and it's brilliant, which is fun. That's great. We take. Okay, that was the best move. Cool. Oh, it didn't like that. It wanted us to get to kind of ignore the development and focus on the pressure. Seems like was what it wanted us to do. Okay. So, okay, and this was an idea that I thought of later, but I wanted to keep the queen on this side of the board. Also inaccurate. Okay, this was an idea that I was thinking I had a chance to play something better. Let's get rid of... Hang on, where are my settings? Because I'm supposed to... Okay, here they are. Don't show me the best move. Neither. Show arrows. Autoplay, show moves. Yeah, don't show moves. Yeah, let me figure it out. Okay. Okay. Yeah, so this is good. Okay, and yeah, this... Okay, I didn't like this. A risky move, leaving your king wide open. What was something else I was thinking of? So yeah, this wasn't an option anymore. I don't think this is an option. Is this an option? Yeah, it's not great. I was surprised. I thought that would be much better. I don't know. Let's see what this... Okay. Surprising. But I guess with this, yeah. This pressure, so if they were to take, I'd take back. And if they went here, I could take. And it'd be like the whole thing. And then I could just have to go back here. And I don't know, then maybe I'll, oh yeah, maybe get my rooks in this way. But yeah. Interesting. But yeah, let's... Oh, but I don't think that was the best move. Tell me what the best move was. Oh, okay. Gotcha. Tell me the best move here. I see. I keep getting so confused with whose turn it is. So I didn't like that. Tell me what the best move was here. Oh, weird. Okay, moving on. Okay. Yeah. Oh, weird. What would you have liked instead? I don't think that could be it. Yeah. Again, I'm surprised. It seemed... I don't know, maybe this? Okay, let's see. So when I take, it says your better option was to develop a piece while also winning a tempo on the queen. Oh, okay. So, yeah, which is something I think we end up doing later on. Okay, so they take, we take back. They hit us with a check. We hit, or not a check, an attack on the queen. We hit them back. They block. We take. This was a miss. Okay, that's still good. Okay, we hit them with that. This is good. Take it back. This is when. Okay, that's a miss. You could have ended the game sooner, but the win is still in your hands. Okay, so I think maybe this. Nope. Okay. Maybe. Yeah. Okay. Duh. Mate in one. Silly me. Yeah, I could have ended it. Okay, and then we're trying to. Okay, I'm glad to see that moving the. Hang on. It said moving the knight was the best move. Moving the rook here was the best move. And then the check is the best move. This was good, but I thought this was actually, the beginning of the end. Okay, yeah. Just try to get that knight out of here. And that would have been the best move. So it wasn't as nearly as detrimental as I thought it was. Okay, just taking some pieces. These are still fine moves. That was a miss. Interesting. Did you want me to just, yeah, go for it? Go for the mate. Oh, it's already mate in two. Wow. So when they moved here, it was mate in three. And that was a miss, and then they had a miss, and then we found the mate. Okay, well, good game to our opponent again. It didn't seem like the my rook miss was as bad as it could be. I'll have to look into this, because on my chessable course where I study the Scotch Gambit. When they take here is when I castle. So yeah, I just find that interesting that's recommendation. Okay, what are the? Can you tell me what the knight? Okay, so and then they take and yeah. Okay, so the bishop move, queen to b3. Okay, so that's this. And castles is the third move, but yeah, it's scores a little less. They wanted me to just go ahead and sacrifice. Alright, so I'll have to look into that a little bit. And then, yeah, just moving my queen a lot, which made me nervous. Yeah, okay, so that's another thing. I can look into being a little bit more aggressive. What's wrong? Okay, so yeah, that's the miss. Knight to g6. That's this. Then what, here? And then here? Oh yeah, that makes all sense. Haxo Gambit, I'll have to look into that variation of the Scotch Gambit. Haxo Gambit. Okay, so yeah, we're rolling. Yeah, overall, I mean, I think it was fine. We missed that mate in one, which was silly. But overall, I mean, I thought we were doing fine. Let's see if I can remember the first 5 moves already. E4, E5, knight to F3, knight to C6, D4, E takes D4, bishop to C4, bishop to C5, pawn to C3, D takes C3, bishop takes F7, king takes F7, queen up to. Oh, I missed a there was the H6 push and then the castling, or vice versa. So E4, E5, knight to F3, knight to C6, D4, E takes D4, bishop to C4, bishop to C5, C6 or C3, D takes C3, castles, h6, bishop takes on f7, king takes f7, queen to d5, king to e8, queen takes, bishop on c5, then d6, then queen to h5, king to f8. Okay, so I remembered quite a bit there. Let's check all that out. Okay, yep. Hey, I think we made it all the way here. What move is that? Oh, 10. Wow. All right, we're getting a little bit better at our memorization. And hopefully that will help us get more advantages in the opening. Again, this is Haxo Gambit, so I'll have to look into this variation a little bit. Anyway, we're at 40 minutes. Thank you for watching. Hopefully I'll be able to make one of these at least once a week, and we'll keep to it. So we'll see you on the next one. Thank you.